Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, it's really nice having you here. Today I want to talk about the missing part in my life. It is a serious missing part, right? And that is a void that I carry inside of my soul. It's just really a spot that feels very empty. The most thing I can equate it to be is singleness. It's not loneliness, it's aloneness, right? Because you can even have your family around you, and there's just still this void. And I have this void for years. I feel really empty inside of my soul. I feel hurt. I feel looking at the Maslow's hierarchy of needs. It is a pyramid that psychologists use to speak specifically towards life, its motivations towards human beings, and what we are driven by. This was developed by an American psychologist named Abraham Maslow. It's a beautiful pyramid. You can take a look at it on Google. It really explains a lot about life, about us. It's relatable. I took a look at myself against this pyramid, and there are other things on it that's missing from my life, but the one that is missing the most is a sense of belonging. What I noticed over the years that nothing can fill it. The only thing that I found to work for me is when I have a prayerful relationship with God. Not just to talk about Him, but when I commit totally to Him, and when I have my regular church visits, and you go empty sometimes, but you're going home filled with the Holy Spirit and filled with new thoughts, fresh anointing. There's just something different that keeps me going, right? Whenever I am in that kind of zone, when I'm living up. When I look back when I was young, I was a very bright person. I would smile with every and anybody, right? But of course, from the day I got married, my smile just gradually disappeared. But God did not design me to be like this. Growing up, I wanted to be a wife like my mom. I always admired my mom taking care of my father. My mom would cook, clean, the whole works. And I remember just really wanting to be like that. So I would help her to do laundry for daddy and just be a part of what she's doing in the kitchen, sewing. I wanted to be exactly like her, a wife and a mother. So yes, I became a wife, but obviously I got married to the wrong person. So for a while, I've been really seeking to fill that void. What I realized is that the Apostle Paul stated that this is a gift. Actually, me living this life as a single person is a gift. It not only says it's a gift, it says it's a unique gift. And this is in 1 Corinthians 7, verse 7, where he's saying it is a gift. Each person has a unique gift from God. It's either singleness or marriage. So the biggest thing I remember experiencing years ago was loneliness. That loneliness hit me so hard. I felt so alone in this world. And all I was doing was just, if I had a husband, oh God, if I had, and I even went as far as buying two things. Like, for instance, I would buy like 2 water bottles, two this, two that, just having that anticipation that it's going to happen where I will be a wife, I will be a spouse, I will be the sweet person I want to be. In giving the sweet love that God gave to me that I'm supposed to share with my mates. I did not create this in me. God created me this way. That loneliness hit me. I want to go to the gym. I'm there, oh God, if I just had this person. I'm going to church. I want my husband with me. Grocery, I want this. Don't even talk about when dealing with a car. Like, I need help to do the tires, to change the tires for the season, to winter or back to summer tires, right? And I prefer the tires that way, by the way. I wanted to cook and bake and take care of my husband, even if I didn't have kids. That was always my desire, just wanting to take care of somebody like my mom did, right? Because my brain is shaped that way, by the way, right? Believing that that's what I should do, that's how I should be, you know? So, in other words, that's how I was cultured. So, I'm gonna go back to why I felt lonely, a sense of emptiness, even though I have my immediate family in my life and around me. I just really think it's how God created us, because it's different kind of love, right? The love I have for my mom, it's not the same that you'd have for your mate. Love for your mom is, the reason why I say my mom, because my dad died. This love I have for my mom is called familial love. And they weren't created by me, they were created by psychologists. Familial or storage love, they're used interchangeably, right? As it relates to your family. Then the love that I am missing out on, the love. Guys, it's not a shame to want to be loved or want to give love, to share. You didn't make yourself that way. God made us this way, right? We are sociably and loving beings. We have feelings. We want to be touched. We want to feel that connection, emotional connection, psychological connection, spiritual connection. We want to feel all these connections, right? And if a sense of belonging is missing, I just want to make it clear that you understand that it's not a shame. I'm not ashamed anymore. I'm not hiding my feelings anymore. This is my truth, that I feel a big void in my soul. And just imagine, the marriage didn't work out. So the other relationships didn't work out. So I have not really experienced a beautiful love life. I have not experienced conjugal love, which is related to marriage, right? A spousal relationship, intimate relationship. And God knew what he was doing, because how do you continue humanity without having this kind of love that people can share to create another human being? This helps with procreation, continuity of humanity. This love comprises of compassion, emotional closeness, passion, commitment, and enduring affection. You see the difference with the love? You have agape love, unconditional love, the love that you have for God. It's different. And you see, it affects people who are more like emotionally charged. I'm a passionate, emotional, loving, sweet person. I'm not stoic. I'm not an object. So just imagine you want to get all this love out of you and you don't have a way of getting it out. Because for you to get this love out, you need a vessel, and it has to be the right vessel. So a lot of us who are single, it's really because we know what we want. We know what would fit right into our lives the right way. And the reason why some of us are single, obviously, because we have been there and you have experienced what it is to not be in the right setting. So I want to give myself that opportunity to have the right person in my life, you know? And I've conditioned my mind that if it doesn't happen, then it would have been the will of God. Because I don't want to be in a relationship where I'm unhappy. I don't want to be abused. I want to be praised, sheltered. I want to feel safe. I'm looking for intellectual compatibility. One of the things I desire over the years is effective communication. There's just something about it, and I know it when I see it. Honestly, there's just something very special, and that has to be a very special person. Tempered, godly, steward, a leader, somebody who can take you to prayer, somebody who can stand by you through thick and thin, somebody who It's just really a gift to me. A gift to me. Like I am a gift to him. Right? So that's one of the main reasons why it's just not happening. It's not like I've met people. It's just something different that God would have for me. So until then, I'm going to work on my relationship with God some more. You know, I'm going to do like Ruth. I remember a pastor preaching this message some time ago when he said we should be busy in the vineyard. So our Boaz, who will be around, will see us. And that's true. But that's for another topic, because I was busy. At one point, I was very busy. And still, no Boaz. Researchers say a lack of love and touch can lead to anxiety and depression. Guys, we have to remember that we are human beings. We are with hormones and nerves, blood vessels, like you name it. We're alive. We have feelings, we have thought processes, we have a brain. You know, we are a living being. And a lot of people really suffering out there from a lack of companionship. Some people, they have chosen to be like Paul, to become celibate, and they're totally in the spirit. They have really caused the physical to be minimized, because it slowly dims as you see God. The closer we get to God, the more the flesh, the desires of the flesh depreciate. And it can happen. You just really become spiritual. That's it. That's not where my head is. I want to experience something beautiful out of a relationship, right? And no wonder some of us look so sad. It is a deep vacuum. We just try to put our best outside. At least I'm speaking for me. I just really try to live up, to represent myself. You know what I mean? I want to talk about some personal challenges I've had. I may have touched on a few, but let me tell you, I can talk about anxiety, depression, isolation, sleep deprivation, mistakes in doing businesses, because I don't have somebody to ask, what do you think? Especially if he has the skills. Man, because say he is able to direct me in that particular thing that I may be asking about. Like, for instance, what if he's an IT person? My problems in that area are solved. What if he's an accountant? You know what I mean? We would utilize each other's skills and knowledge. I wish I had somebody to do my car for me. Yeah. I mean, if you want to pay to get it done, fine. But to like handle those things for me. Handle those things. Where I don't have to be all up on sometimes I don't want to deal with men. Having to talk to them about mechanical stuff. I would prefer my husband going up front to handle those things. That's what I'm talking about. I've experienced sadness, deep sadness, as if I'm grieving. Hence, I will become so teary. Yeah, I break down easily. I'll do a lot of avoidance. It's more like hiding sometimes. I don't want to talk too much. So hence, I'm isolated. And maybe I'm misinterpreting it that I am an introvert, because growing up, yes, I was a little bit not too open to a lot of talking, but I had my neighbors, beautiful neighbors, and we would talk. I had my little friends at church growing up. We had beautiful relationships, right? But I don't have that right now. I feel isolated. I feel like it's just my phase that's keeping me isolated. But because I would love to be cooking and entertaining people. So a lot of people have never seen that side to me, because that is in a box, right? Oh, it's cold. Another challenge I have, if I need to get something done at home, I have to ask somebody from my church or a friend out there to hang something on the wall, to assemble something for me. You know, where's my husband? That's what he would be doing. And when I go grocery, I'm so used to doing it by myself that I don't know. It's gonna take some time for that man to fit in my life. I'm missing that friend. I'm missing that friend. The friendship in a friend. A mate friend. I'm missing it. I've been going to events alone. Sometimes I feel so shy. Just this lack of fun and excitement. But life is so short. It's true. Look at me. You know my age? Like, I'm a grandmother without any kids. So in this case, no kids, no husband. And at my age, how do you really think I should feel? It's very concerning. Am I gonna end up like? So how do I cope with this single life? You know, I have gone through counseling, gone through self-evaluation, and then that would take me into realizing who I am, the beauty in me, and my value on this earth, my value to humanity, right? Those are the things that I have been somewhat inadvertently been using, and some part I've intentionally been using in terms of strategies, right? And definitely just, I don't know, but there's just something beautiful about how I see myself. I see, like, I just, not like I didn't see myself beautiful, but it's just seemed like there's just something special about how I see myself now. Just beautiful. I admire myself, my skin. I invest in my skin, my body. I invest in me a lot. My beauty is becoming more and more pronounced. Like, I feel like I am more beautiful the more I age. You know what I mean? So those things, the little things that I notice about myself, they have been pushing me like crazy. Some people may call it self-obsession, but I think that's just kind of one of the strategies that you have to use. I'm talking about just becoming guarded and intentional about who you are and how you want to maintain yourself, maintain your being, your mind, and how you want to live, creating a beautiful life for yourself. That's just where I'm at. And I would never want to lose it. Because what if I lost that? Then I have nothing. So, and they say there's a very thin line between sanity and insanity. Just saw somebody at the mall and dressed as if to suggest that something is wrong, right? And immediately, not to condemn the person, but like it was an introspective moment for me where I got to reassure myself some more that you can't lose your mind. So even though I'm single and I'm having a lack of sense of belonging and maybe having that kind of deep connection to life, I still maintain my mind where I don't try to think too much about what I don't have, but more about what I have and who I am and who I can be and what more I can achieve in this life. There's so much in me that I am learning to be more appreciative instead of complaining about what I don't have. So this video is really just to highlight one segment, one small segment of what is lacking in my life and how I'm embracing it. You know, I hope this will be an educational video to a lot of people, especially those who I have in my life, those who I'm related to. They will get to understand my mindset some more and understand why I may isolate myself. It's nothing personal. It's just what I feel, and I behave based on what I feel. I basically learned to enjoy my own company because you have to live while you're alive. You live. So I create stuff for myself, and I'm not sitting no more waiting. If it happens, it happens. But I'm not sitting and complaining that, hey, I can't enjoy life. I am going to enjoy it to the best of my ability, my wit, and my will. God has given me this beautiful life, and if it doesn't happen, it's on Him. So what I've noticed, I've developed so much passion for life, guys. I am at the park. I don't know if I had that kind of a part of me before. I don't think so. I'm learning to appreciate nature. I'm learning to appreciate more about what it is to take care of yourself and make sure you do your exercises, your little workout. How important it is to maintain your health with a little walk, a 15 to 30 minute walk, and how powerful it is to your body. So I'm learning a lot more about life, about nature, embracing nature, the beautiful sun, the birds flying and making their little sounds, understanding that if I didn't see anyone in this park right now, I would not be here. So hey, I'm learning to appreciate everyone around me. Right? You see what I mean? So I'm learning to embrace humanity in its fullness. That's what singleness is doing to me. Hello. No wonder Paul says it is a gift, because now you get to see life in a different way, and you have all this time to think clearly and to think. Just be creative, just be imaginative, just embrace life in its glory. I am looking to doing roller skating. You will see that's coming up. I'll break my bones, I don't care. The doctors will fix them, but I'm going to do roller skating very soon. I'm going out just to stand to see water running. Isn't that something beautiful? Man, there's so many things we can do as single people. You can learn to dance, you can do tennis, playing, just get involved in sports, outdoor stuff. We have 12 weeks to play with before winter. Yeah, we have 12 full weeks, sun, and today's a bit chilly, but hey, we can still be outside. If it's just you, just learn to love yourself all over again. You don't need a crowd. You have to develop a new pathway to your brain. Tell your brain you're going to be happy. That's what I've been doing. Create happiness for myself in my isolated life. Discover that I'm stronger than I thought. You would not catch me alone coming to a park. I'm so shy. But here I am. I pack my things and I'm setting up my studio right here at the park. Hello. And I'm enjoying the moments. One other thing that keeps me popping, guess what? YouTube excites me. As a single person, I'm refining myself. So like even my knife and fork skills, you should see me. So this is what Paul was also saying, that you will become a better person when you're single. That freedom will help you to study the word more. You could become a better Christian. You become a better person in life in general, in terms of the area that you're focusing on, or areas. So singleness to me means wholeness. This is what it is. It's really working on different parts of your life and helping you to refine those parts, and you become one with yourself, right? Where you're not needy. You're not feeling that desperation anymore for love and affection. You're allowing God to deal with that part. Singleness brings out your creativity. Yes. Thank you guys for watching this video, spending this time with me. Please like, comment, and subscribe to this channel. It's fun, right?